Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
Dig deep, sister, and then keep digging some more. Dig fucking deep. So as I record this podcast, actually I'm going to launch it the same day. My schedule's been a little nutty with coming up on my first boxing tournament 8 days from today. I've got some double training days someday, and if you've been following the podcast for a while, you know I've got two little boys who are almost 7 and 4, and I have my business, and I'm married, and there's a lot of shit going on right now. It's good though. It's all really, really good. And the greatest experience that I've uncovered from, leading up to this first boxing tournament, 'cause it's a lot of fucking work, and I've been training for a year. The last couple of weeks, we've really amped up training. I started doing a lot, because I hadn't done a lot of sparring before. And sparring is when you're actually you're fighting with another opponent. And so I spar mostly with my coach over this time, and he's 6'2" and a kickboxer, and he's a guy, and it's not going to be who's going to be across from me. And so I've been doing more sparring with some of the women, some of the guys at the gym as well too. And it's been humbling. It's one thing to be able to hit heavy bags and hop on a speed bag, and it looks really cool, and to do mitts with my trainer and to be fast and stuff. It's another now to be in front of somebody and to know what to do. I made this analogy in a recent podcast saying it's like learning how to drive and then actually driving. So there's learning how to fight, and then there's actually fighting, right? They're like two separate animals. So it's been a lot of emotion, a lot of fuck, this is so hard, and I don't feel like I know what I'm doing, but I've made this commitment, and I, 8 days out, every single time that I hit the gym, I feel more ready. Every single time that I write out in my journal, I will win gold it's called Be First, at the Be First tournament in whatever this, today was in 8 days. Right? Yesterday was 9 days. Tomorrow will be in 7 days, in 1 week. I will fucking win gold. I will fucking win. I've been digging deep on this, right? As I'm 6 a.m. yesterday morning with my coach Rob at the top of this, top of a mountain, just top of a mountain, top of a big hill, kind of overlooking all of beautiful Victoria, and it's, amazing up there, and we're going to run these hill repeats, and they're fucking killer. And they're to simulate about the length of a round, right? The training that I do is obviously, even the conditioning is put into the amount of time a round is 2 or 3 minutes. Digging deep, right? At 6 a.m. Digging deep. My body fucking hurts right now. I'm really tired. I calculated for this week, I'll train 9 times. 9 times. And that's with Sunday I'll rest. But that's with 6 days, 9 times. That means there's 3 days I've trained twice. And it's not like I'm not, even in my CrossFit days, it's not like, I'm doing a CrossFit workout. No, I'm fucking sparring with dudes last night. It was intense. I put a post on Facebook saying my head sweat. It's intense. There's no just kind of going through the motions of things and just sweating and, getting a good workout. No, I'm fighting. I'm getting better at blocking. I'm getting better at being able to fight in the pocket. I'm getting, guys that give me good feedback. It's difficult too to fight with other guys because a lot of them, they don't want to hit a female, and it's a different thing. I don't want to. There's a newer guy that was there, and I was very aware of that, and I didn't want to I'm not saying I would hurt the guy, but I could, and I don't want to bruise the guy's ego. He just started. It's just respectful of those things. So there's a lot of variables at hand. But in this whole process, sister, I'm finding out what I'm made of. I'm finding out what I'm capable of. I've pushed myself physically before. I've pushed myself mentally. I've pushed myself emotionally. Not like this. For short periods of time, push myself physically on a certain workout, push myself maybe emotionally, mentally for a couple of days at a group experience coaching program, but not for this long. This is sustained. This is sustained, digging deep. And what often happens when we hit something, when we're digging deep and it's uncomfortable, we tune out. I literally used to find that I'd be sparring and my mind would go blank. I'd be in front of somebody, throwing punches at my face, and would forget that I'm sparring with somebody right now. Like my mind would just go blank. I would check out because it was hard. I can see that now. I didn't see that then. I'm like, why does my mind go blank? Oh, right, because it's fucking hard. And my brain and my body's going like, we're just gonna tap out right now. It's just too fucking hard. And then I dug deep and I realized I had to create a story for myself. The story for myself is not only I will win, but the story that I'm creating is the person across from me. The story I'm going to create is that if I don't take this person down, they will hurt my children. It's an anchor that I've created so I can go to that place I need to when I fight. Digging deep. I've had several times where I've just broken down crying, like coming back from sparring or coming back from, mostly from sparring. Talked to my husband Ed about it, just like, what the fuck am I doing? This is insane. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I've been doing this for a year. How come I can't spar like what the? Tough. You find out what you're made of, man. No one's treating you with, no pun intended, kid gloves here. Like, fucking get in the ring and figure shit out. I mean, of course, with the help of my coach and so much love and respect and honor for my coach, Rob, at Victoria Martial Arts. Amazing coach, amazing human being. Cares a lot about his students, going above and beyond for me. I'm not a typical student that fights. It's like young dudes in their 20s, right? Digging fucking deep. Because you are capable of so much more, sister. You sell yourself short. You hit a fucking block and you go, see, I'm not supposed to do it. See, it's just too hard. Let me give you the laundry list of fucking excuses as to why I can't execute right now. I'm tired. I have kids. I have a husband. I have a job. I have a business. Did I tell you I'm tired? I'm busy. Oh yeah, and I'm tired. I'm fill in the blank age. I'm not in shape yet. I don't have the money yet. I don't have the time. I don't have the resources. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Dig fucking deep, sister. I promise you there are gifts in that depth. Ooh, there are gifts in that depth. You will never find them if you don't, number one, go all in. If you don't, number two, just dig. And then you hit that depth and then you just keep fucking digging more. Deep. So here's your more tip for today. I want you to open up your journal and write this at the top. Here's where I need to dig deep in my life and start writing. That's it. See what insights come up from this. It feels heavy, right? It feels intense. It should. Most of you are living, your days in the land of superficial with your head above water and just numbing and sitting about the shit happening within your life and just getting through the day and through until the weekend to the next vacation. And you are, as I put in the Women Wanting More Experience Facebook group, which by the way, if you were not there, get your fucking ass there, sister. Go to Facebook, search bar, type in Women Wanting More Experience. I can't give you the URL because it's like facebook.com/group/ blah, you won't get it. Women Wanting More Experience. Type it in the search bar on Facebook. Request to be added to the group. There's about 720 women in there right now. And I got fucking lit up and did a video in there today. Or pardon me, yesterday. Where I drop in questions a couple times a week and or videos. And I noticed that women just aren't posting as much. And when I said, what would be possible? What do you really want? You've all talked about, here's the obstacles. Here's the things that, I'm not doing. Here's the fears that I have. Here's where I've fallen short in the past. And then it comes to what do you want? And it's like crickets. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? There's over 700 of you here and 12 have answered? You were wasting your fucking life. You were wasting this fucking opportunity. You were wasting your fucking moments to really dig deep on this shit. there is beauty and depth. You don't have to be there all the time. You can't be there all the time. You got to have a little bit of light with that, right? But the thing is most of you only want the light. You don't want to do this work. So prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Here's where I need to dig deep in my life. Go to the Women Wanting More Experience Facebook page, request to be added to the group. I'll usually approve your request in 24 hours or less. And to be able to actually do the work I'm talking about, I'm going to give you a journal for free. So here's what you need to do right now too. Go to drkarenosborne.com/free journal. I'm going to send you one. You just take care of the shipping. I send you everything else. There's some bonus goodies, and check this out. I literally package every single one myself right now. Myself. But 70-80% of you are in the US. That means I'm here in Canada. It means I have to get a form printed up online. That means I have to wait at the post office and have them all weighed and measured and package them physically, order all the stuff to go inside. And I do this not to have you go oh my God, I'm trying to guilt you or something. If that works for you, then I'll fucking use it. But this is how much I care. This is how profound journaling is. This is how you fucking dig deep. You can dig deep in the gym. At my church, my gym. Boxing gloves on. Mouth guard in. Headgear on. Anchor in. And fucking get ready to fight and win that gold medal. The tournament. But one of the easiest places it starts is with your journaling. What one of my coaches used to refer to as your personal scripture. Start there, sister. Start there. Join the Facebook group. Get your free journal. I can't wait to hear what you find out from this. Some good shit in there. So, I will talk to the next episode, sister. A life of more is just one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborne.com/newsletter.